Welcome to the Everyday Black Man Podcast, Us Edition. Us. You know the movie. You've seen it.
I ain't see it.
Oh. How you not seen it?
We see it.
You seen it.
I seen it.
And you seen it. I ain't seen it, which means we ain't seen it, but y'all two seen it.
Yeah.
As you can tell, this is going to be a spoiler edition. So if you ain't seen the movie yet, exactly. All right.
How
Get
long
into
should
the
this
topic.
last?
What was your first reaction when you saw the
People
movie?
not gonna like this movie.
You are 1,000% correct. I saw somebody. He was a little,
Visually upset.
a little.
Oh, we're not gonna say that.
Exactly. We're not gonna say that. But he was a little like that, and he gave the movie a 6. He said that he thought it was a little straightforward, and I'm like, if you thought the movie was straightforward, then obviously you're dumb.
Nah, it ain't straightforward, bro. You gotta look at it, bro. There's a lot of things that he leaves to interpretation. Kind of like I stole this from somebody, an ink blot.
Yes, it's very much like an ink
What
blot.
are those tests called?
Rorschach test.
Rorschach. Oh, Rorschach. Y'all got down.
Yeah, Rorschach. You know, Watchmen?
Watchmen. That's the mask out. The white
Yeah.
The mask just changed.
Yeah, depending on what you see.
Yeah, but I get it. But it's not like Get Out, if that's what you were looking for.
Yeah, this one not like Get Out,
No,
shawty.
but it does have a stellar black cast.
A stellar.
And I give old girl, what's her name? Lupita?
Lupita.
Yeah,
Lupita.
Luffy get all the credit.
Lupita. Nuongo, I believe.
All right, well, look, how far into detail are you going to go into this movie?
Man, I'm about to break the whole thing down, but that's why I wanted your first reaction.
First reaction, man, go see it, and then you might want to see it again. If you ain't like it the second time, you ain't going to like it the first time.
Yeah, if you ain't like it the second time, you ain't gonna like it.
I can say you could not like it, but I'm not going to say it was Get Out better? That's the question.
I feel like Get Out was more easy for white people to understand.
From what I've heard.
Get Out was different.
No, Get Out was different.
Correct.
You're 100% right about that. But I feel like Get Out was a lot easier for people to translate. Whereas us, not I hate to do it. I'm going to give it to Judah and all his friends like him because they kind of spoiled and broke down what the movie's going to be like months in advance. They were talking about the duality stuff. They were talking about how, this looked like it's going to be something to deal with the government and how it's going to be all these other things. And them niggas was all right. Every last one of them.
Jordan Peele, I think you're a genius. But sometimes I believe genius can be misunderstood. And
Very
I can
much
see
so.
that happening I can see that happening to this movie very easily.
Very much is going to happen with this movie.
Everybody who's seen the movie.
Everyone you spoke to or you
Everyone
seen
you've spoken to?
Everybody that I've seen.
You seen?
Yeah, I seen them.
Seen
and
them.
they told me about the movie. They have seen it.
Seen it.
They was like, what? 3 out of 10. I'm like, what? Really?
What?
Really that bad?
I feel like niggas wasn't getting it.
everybody's Instagram feed and everything.
So let's start at
Number one, I ain't never seen none of y'all niggas out here going to get Madea movie. All the movies was like 2 out of 10. I don't give a fuck what you say.
You leave Madea
Y'all
alone.
leave Jordan Peele alone.
I don't even think they even watched the Madea movie.
Man, I believe, man, you ain't mad. Hell, you talking about niggas love
Fuck
Madea.
you talking about? Niggas love Madea movies.
love
White
Madea.
people love it too.
That's what the hell I said.
I understand that, but I'm just saying.
Niggas love
hell I
Madea.
said?
Niggas love that shit. They think it's on tip, baby.
Like, that's a good movie, man. You got to go see for daughters.
I mean, her last movie was good, but we're going to talk about that in another podcast.
You gonna talk about it.
Hey, man, I ain't saying you had to see it. I just said we're going to talk about it.
All right, let's go. Go ahead.
All right,
Spill
so
it out.
we got to start at the end. So Arm said at the end, the twist is revealed that the girl who's been this total, complete asshole this entire time is actually the real girl. And the other one, she's the copy.
Yeah, but they were giving clues during the whole movie.
Exactly.
But you didn't catch them. That's why I said you're going to have to watch it a couple times.
No, you are going to have to watch it. You are going to have to watch it.
Because the fact that she was, they were giving, hints with the red strawberries. And, the fact that she was a vegetarian, which you're going to have to explain that part because I don't think people understand. Them niggas was just eating rabbits for the most part.
Yeah. They were just eating rabbits. They was eating rabbits.
Because, when the first thing we ever cloned was a rabbit, supposedly.
Correct.
On camera or up front, because I'm pretty sure they've been cloning people.
Oh, here goes the clone Gucci. Clone
Gucci is the best way to describe this movie. It's about when Clone Gucci took over. He ain't the same nigga, different mannerisms.
Are you sure that clone Gucci wasn't the real Gucci?
Yeah, I'm fairly certain.
But all that shit aside, man, the real thing that a lot of people miss is the fact that she talked in a voice like this. But the reason she did that, because she ain't used her vocal cords in damn near 20 years. The type that don't talk, and you ain't gonna talk to yourself. That's why she was.
That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But didn't she choke her as a kid or something like that?
She choked her, but she didn't cut her voice box.
Correct. I'm assuming that it did damage to her voice box.
Well, no, that if you
Well, they
don't
didn't say
talk
that.
to anyone for days on end, you notice your voice is a little raspy.
I never tried.
Imagine not talking to people for 20 years. Because when she first started talking, she was like, ugh. It was like listening to like nails on a chalkboard. But over time, over the course of the movie, as she continues to taunt people, she starts gaining back more and more of that ability to speak. And so I think that was a really good touch. Now, another thing that a lot of people didn't catch is that at the beginning of the movie, Armstead, there's this moment where you're going to see all these rabbits, and they all in a cage, and they just playing this little like creepy music and whatnot. And then at the end of the movie, the thing that a lot of people didn't catch is that you're looking at the same wall toward the end with the climactic battle between fake Adelaide and real Adelaide, and all the cages are open. All the rabbits have escaped. Everything is out, in which mimics the way that the tethered are now unleashed upon all of us, as opposed to them being locked in cages before, where they were just kind of aimlessly shambling about.
And the little boy had a feeling the whole movie that wasn't, like, that was his mom, but she was one of them. But he was just, like, little things he'll just do, you'll see.
Yeah, there was little things that the boy was doing this whole time that come off as a little creepy or like, what the fuck you doing that for? But when you look at the movie, you're like, oh, you ain't trusted girl since day one.
I ain't trusted his mama.
Yeah, like he was cool with his sister. He was cool with his dad.
Did his sister get it?
Nah, his sister dumb.
Did she get replaced?
Nah, she didn't get replaced. She was just dumb. Yeah. Because we see her clone die, and she was all like, whatever. But that's also why the thing that a lot of people didn't catch
killed any of the
is
clones.
that Adelaide never killed any of the clones except for the white ones. Which
she didn't. Like she didn't try to attack her own. She didn't attack the clones. She didn't. It wasn't on purpose if she tried to kill them. No. Well,
yeah. No, there was one where she
put like this. There's a level of empathy that she had for him that was just weird because you wouldn't have that for people who
like invasion of body snatchers. So, and that's also why all the clones, all they did was capture anybody else. They slit throat and let that nigga die. But they never attacked Adelaide the whole movie. You thinking, damn, is this girl just really lucky? And then when you find out the end of the movie, you're like, no, they knew she was one of them the whole time. They was just holding her because that was part of Red's plan, which Red's plan, that also AKA Clone Adelaide, AKA
Clone Luffy,
aka Clone Tethered. Her major plan was that she wanted to make the fake suffer for what she went through. That's why she was trying to kill her kids and her husband, because she's like, you stole my life. Now I'm about to get back at you, which is the thing that a lot of people miss. Because I had somebody in the movie theater and she's like, why are you looking at your phone? You know, it's the movie. And it's like, first of all, I didn't ask you not a goddamn word. Second of all, I need to find out what Jeremiah 11 was. Yeah. She also got mad at me for chewing chips, but it's one of those things where it's like, you know what? I understand my chips are loud. And I'm going to keep chewing them until I'm done. Now, coincidentally for you, I was done, but at the same time, didn't I help you out? Because I've watched movies. I watch movies all the time. So I count how many commercials there are until the actual film. It's about 13 to 15 in AMC. And I was noticing we were on commercial 11. Her chair wasn't working. I was like, hey, you got plenty of time. Go get the movie people. They'll fix the chair. What they do? They fix the chair. What was the issue? Somebody unplugged it. I don't know why. Maybe that was a clone at work. Or a tether. Who knows?
Went to a fancy movie theater, man.
They sure did, but they got
I went to a $5 matinee, nigga.
Hell you talking about, nigga? I need that shit. I need to put my legs all the way out, man. I need to go all the way back. You know, I also take sneak food into every movie. But
me most definitely. They be like, why you wearing a book bag? Because I got a bomb in it.
Well, that's the thing I like. That's the thing I like about about AMC is as long as you're A-list member, they don't ask you no fucking questions.
The hell you asking me for?
No. AMC like we see you, sir. You must have that bomb member plus package. So please come right on in because we know who you are and we've been watching your purchases. But getting back to the movie.
You ain't paid for snacks ever.
Exactly. They're like, well, no, I bought a water not too long ago.
How much was that water?
Nothing, because with the AMC Stubs member, and I am kind of plugging them a little bit.
Pay us.
Over time, as you pay into the system, like you pay monthly to be able to see up to 3 movies a week every week. After like 2 months, they're going to give you $5. Then 2 months after that, they're going to give you another $5. So you just go through and you just, buy it off their credit.
Yeah, after a year, you should be able to buy candy.
Well, I got about $20 right now. It's been about a year.
Pack of Twizzlers, that's it.
Exactly. I can buy a water and a pack of Twizzlers. I just keep saying.
You can over your hand now. Just a pack of Twizzlers, that's it. Get some Mike and Nikes.
Nigga. I ain't get no Mike and Nikes. I ain't get no Mike and Nikes.
Milk the.
I be going to that Dollar Tree right before I hit that movie.
Hey, man, you got to go to that Dollar Tree.
I throw that shit on the floor, too, because I ain't going to give
Nah, man.
If I stop throwing stuff on the floor, what jobs will we have?
Nah, man, you if you're gonna throw stuff on the floor, you got to go to one of the other AMC's, the ones that are the dining ones, because the dining ones, man, people be leaving Cokes on the floor, niggas be leaving their plates on the ground,
nachos.
They be leaving nachos. Like the regular movie theater, I thought niggas was whatever,
Condom wrappers.
but. Exactly, but like the dining movies, man, they just fucking ridiculous. Actually, shout out to the dining theater employees, y'all the real ones. But getting back on topic, we need to also look at it from a class perspective. Now, the thing about it is, the tethered are at the very bottom. They like slaves. The government experimented with them, and they just left them.
Wasn't that a choice? Because technically, they could have been came out.
No, but they don't remember. They didn't have the mindset to be able to do it. They like real slaves. New slaves.
So they learn how to get out of this?
I don't know, man.
No, they didn't learn how to get out of it.
For that long, man, sound like a choice.
I mean, you sound like Kanye West right there. I mean, the thing about it is they mimic whatever you're doing. So right now, if you have a burger, clone Armstead will be over there and be like,
he gonna be over there eating these weights.
Rabbit burger.
No, he gonna be eating a rabbit burger, which don't taste like a regular burger, man. Don't taste like a regular burger at all. They really did a good job of kind of like making it to where like we got to see different scenes with the tethered, and the tethered were mimicking what other people were doing, like watching like her boardwalk dad versus tethered dad. You know, regular dad, he was moving and grooving. Tethered dad, he was moving like zombie. And it was like, all right,
Wait
man.
a minute. So let me ask you this. So when the tethered supposedly came, or so-called
Were created by the government, white people.
Supposedly.
they
Allegedly.
were just chilling together in the house and stuff. They were
No. They actually in underground tunnels, because like they kind of give you a peek.
I'm talking about when they came up and they was.
Oh no! When they came up, they was on like a mission. They was like,
because the way y'all made it sound as if like each person had their own clone.
no, you do.
They was
but your
with
clone
each
will
other.
seek out you. Your clone seeks out you, and then after your clone kills you, your clone joins the hands and hands line, which was the next part I was going to get to. But
and then
hold on to it.
They get out of jail and become Guwap.
No, that's not how this works. The Wilsons also were duality is like a main thing. So you had like the tethered who were like slaves, and then the rest of us are like regular people. But we have our interclass disputes. But you also had like the Wilsons versus the Tylers. Like, remember, the first thing that Mr. Tyler and Gabe were joking about is Gabe was like, I got that boat. He was like, you mean that hunk of junk? And then he was just rattling off about his, super fancy white people boat that he bought with all the stuff in a marriage where his wife doesn't love him, has been cheating on him, which they made very, very obvious. And it's like, nigga, you might have the life, but you ain't got the life.
The life.
Exactly. But Adelaide, clone Adelaide, she broke free of the system and rebelled when regular Adelaide, just for whatever reason, decided to go down into the find yourself thing, which was a kind of like an Alice in Wonderland, kind of like Merlin's forest, quote unquote, place where that's where she got attacked and got replaced. And that was a really big thing because finding yourself was a major theme of the entire thing. One thing they really didn't focus on enough of that I wish they had was homelessness. Because the first person that we see who has the Jeremiah 11:11, which if you don't know what Jeremiah 11:11 is, by this point in time, punch yourself in the face. Because pretty much everyone on social media has been looking at it.
Colored people.
But basically, it's when God essentially told the Jewish people, if you turn your backs on me with these false idols, I'm going to bring down my wrath upon you, and there's not going to be any way for you to escape.
Ain't no more acceptance, nigga.
There's no more acceptance.
That's it. My revenge is
complete, total.
That's it. Like it ain't over. It's over when I say it's over, and it's always on. It's when it's on, and it's on like popcorn.
Here come the song.
Like absolute popcorn.
Lowry's.
But the homelessness thing, like that guy was homeless. He had a little sign over there. He wasn't begging for food. He wasn't doing anything. But then we come to the present day when he gets killed by his clone, and his clone is doing the same thing he was doing. But when they wheeled him out of a house. I'm like, hold up. This nigga dressed in rags. This nigga got the same clothes on in 1986 that he got on in 2019. How does nigga got a home? We don't treat homeless like this. So it's that class system at work. But the other things that they had in the movie, such as they talked